या नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं प्रोफेसर रिपुरंजन सिन्हा, प्रोफेसर इंफॉर्मेशन एंड कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, प्रमोटर यूनाइटेड नेशन सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट एजेंडा 2030, इंडिया ग्रोथ इंडेक्स इंडिया 75, युगांडा डेवलपमेंट एजेंडा 2040 and African Development Agenda 2063. As a global promoter of innovation, peace and sustainable development, and Republic of South Sudan, Government of South Sudan, as a development consultant, today I am just expressing my view towards one of the largest constitution of the world, that's the Constitution of India. Basically, the Department of Justice, Government of India, has just released a document related to the Constitution of India, and today I am just sharing the mechanism and concepts toward the Constitution of India and what is all about. So, in this presentation, I am going to explain the basic table of content related to the history of republic in ancient India in relation to the type of republics, important public states, governance structure, timeline of the republics. What is the constitution? Need for the constitution in a democracy, the Constitution of India, organs of the constitution, and next the making of our constitution, founding father of our constitution, Constitutional Assembly, essential feature of constitution like the preambles, the fundamental rights, duty and principle of state policy, federal structure and institution, executive, legislature, judiciary, constitutional body, especially Election Commission of India, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, Union Public Service Commissions, and all about the essential feature of constitution like the state executive, state legislature, and judiciary. Relation between United States and unions like the Union and States. So in this question, let's start the concept about the republics, especially history of republics in ancient India. So history of republic in ancient India deals with the type of republic, important republic state governance structure, timeline of the republic. So if we are going to see the concept of the history of republic in ancient India related to Vaisali, that is the world's first republic, 599 BC. So you may see in the picture from the first republic of the ancient India. This is a Vaisali, and now it is a part of the Bihar, state of Bihar, nearby Patna. This is a Vaisali, world's first republic. Vaisali is also one of the districts related with the nearby Hajipur and Sonpur and like Bihar. So now it's a very world first republic, 599 BC. So in this case, history of republic in ancient India. History of republic in ancient India related with Indian Republic, oldest, the ancient republic of the Janpads such as Vaisali, Kapilvastu and Mithila. Means Vaisali, Kapilvastu and Mithila date back to the 600 BC. Eminent historian Dr. K.P. Jaiswal believed that concept of republic in the ancient India is older than the Roman or Greek republic system of the government. Like the source, if you see that the Hindu poetry, constitutional history of India in the Hindu times by Professor K.P. Jaiswal. A History of Indian Political Ideas by Professor U.N. Goswami and Republic in Ancient India by J.P. Sharma. So in these cases, if we see this concept about the history of republics in ancient India, ancient Republic of India and the world, all days will be the Vessel. So republic state exists in the north and west that is 600 BC. 340 BC, Chandragupta Maurya conquered all republic states to bring political unity in India. And 375 AD, that the republic state of the Asmaks, Malavas, Sudrughas, Arjunavyas, and Muskas fight against the Greek king. Or 400 AD, that is the republic state exists in western India, that is the Malwas, Arjunavya, and Udayans and Mavriki's state like that. So these are one of the oldest republic state exists in northwest India, especially that is the Vaisali, is the very biggest concept. So if we see that important republic state in ancient India is concentrated near present by Bihar and Nepal border. So Maha Janpad 600 BC. You may see in the history of the India. Then you see that Cambodia, Turkish, Gandhar, Arabian Seas, Bay of Bengal, this all computed ancient state of ancient India. So in the cases, important Mahajanpad of 600 BC related with the Lycia based Republic state, the Vaisali, north of the Patna, Bihar, and Sakyas, it's a Kapil Vastu, southern Nepal, Malas, Palma, and Malal, Kusingra, and Kilyas, Ramangra, southeast Nepal, and Vagyas, Samsukriti, East UP, Maurya, Limbard, Himalayan foothills, and Kamlas, Satpura, and Nidha, the Mithila Nepal border, and Gavatak is Nepal border. So this is the very important Mahajanpad, that's called the Mahajanpad, that is 100 BC of Indian structures that link from the Vaisali. Vaisali was the biggest empire, biggest structures of the ancient state in the India related by identity of Bihar and Nepal border. You may see in this from this is the Mahajanpad called as Mahajanpad. So in these cases, government structure in the republic, uh, republic, communist republic, Sebastian, three types of democracy that is related with the aristocracy, mixtures, type of republic in ancient India, democracy or pure Gana, total adult population participant in the administration, total part of the Republic of India, democracy या pure Gana, total adult population participate in the administration, Kshatriya, aristocrats or pure Kula, selected family participate in the administration, and next the mixed aristocracy and the democracy of mixture of Kala and Gana, Kul and Gana. So administration a mix of the two. It's democracy of the poor Ghana, patriotic republic in India, we are talking about that. So democracy is divided on three. That is democracy that is called the pure Ghana, that is the total adult population participate in the administration. And next is the Kshatriya, aristocracy, yeah, pure Ulla, selected family participate in the industry. And next is the mixed aristocracy, democracy, a mix of Ulla and Ghana, administration mix of the two. In these cases, if we are talking about these three mechanisms about the democracy, these types of republics in India, democracy, that is called the pure Ghana, Kshatriya aristocracy and mixed democracy, that combine the uniquely, that is called city republic or nigamas. Or in the cases of federal system, state republic, janpadas. So in the cases of these sources, taken in the Hindi poetry, constitutional history of the India, or India Hindu Times by Professor J.P. Sharma, history of the Indian political ideas by the Professor J.P. Republic of Ancient India by J.P. Sharma. So one of the biggest maker historian. They hard, work too hard for this government structures. So in these cases, government structure of republic deals with the if you have the Raja, that is called the executive. The Raja can be hereditary or elected. This is the themes. And Rajana, this is called the member of the executive, that is called the Rajana, elected by members of the assembly. And number three, member of assembly elected directly or indirectly by the population. And four is the Gana, that is called the elder population. So especially in the case of Rajana, the commander in the chief of the force, that and another is the treasury, is a very big concept related with this terminology. So governance structure in the republic is the decision making, right to rule, right to frame law, elections and voting and power to vote. This is the basic concept. Decision making with decision were undertaken through the voting system. Right to rule was accordance to or according to settled law of the state, and right to frame laws. Some states give the right to frame law and elected member of the executive to only Kshatriya family. Other states give this right to head of the joint family. Still other states give the right to all male adult population or elections and voting. Different voting qualification methods of elections in area under the administration in the different states. Power to governance. Some states give the wide autonomy to local assembly to look after their respective administration. Matters concern the right assess state were decided by elected representative of the local assembly. In other states, especially power to govern entire state were with the elected central assembly executives. So each republic followed the board pattern of election, permitted all citizens or the groups to participate in the administration and framing of the law and pursue democratic policy as a primary condition for the governance of the state. This is the foundation of the Indian constitutional republic related with the decision making, right to rule, right to frame law, and elections, voting, and power to govern. This is the structure. The question is that what is the constitution? So, what is the constitution? Need for the constitution in a democracy, the constitution of India, an organ of the constitutions. This is the framing mechanism. Based on that, because this inspiration in the Hindu and English, Hindi and English, at the central hall of the parliament, that is the भारत की संविधान सभा का अधिवेशन सभा भवन में Constitution of India meet of this hall December 9, 1946 to January 24, 1950. This is the hall where Constitution was written. This inscriptions in Hindi and English at the central hall of the Parliament. House referred to meeting of the Constitutional Assembly of India in the hall from December 9, 1946 to January 24, 1950. So this is the terminology. So basically, need for the constitution in democracy. What does constitution provide to the citizens? In democracy, the constitution is a scarce tax for the government. It lay a strong foundation for parliamentary democracy to the functions. The constitution is the supreme law of the nation. India is the largest democracy in the world, and its constitution serves as a guiding light for its function smoothly and variantly. Ever evolving, the constitution of India is a dynamic and adopt himself changing times to address the changing needs and the developing nations. So interesting fact about the written constitution of Federal Republic, the Indian constitution name is borrowed from the US. Its position and function is borrowed from the British constitutions. The constitution of Germany is also the constitution of the People Republic of China is also, and you may see in the cover page of the calligraphic copy of the Constitution of India in the English. So in the case of the American Constitution, the oldest constitution in the world, and Australian Constitution is also one of the biggest things in the interesting fact about the Constitution, especially Constitution of India is the fundamental law laying down the basic political structure of India in relation with the parliamentary democracy and the republic with the federal structure. It defined the three organs of the Republic of India: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, and clearly defined their powers as well as democrat their responsibility. So in the cases such that the world's largest, the original copy of the original Indian Constitution is 251 pages long. It is the most detailed in the world. So in the case of content, it contained 395, 395 articles, 22 parts, and 12 schedules. 395 articles, 12 parts, and 12 schedules. 395 articles, 22 parts, and 12 schedules. And it has undergone 103 amendments till date. So this is the very structure about that. In this Indian Constitution is the original copy of Indian Constitution is 251 page long. It is the most detailed in the world, and it contains 395 articles, 22 parts and schedules, 12 schedules, and it's undergone 103 amendment till date. So, in this context, interesting fact about the Indian Constitution: the Indian Constitution complete handwritten and designed. This is a very big uh, aspect for the government of India, especially. This is the Indian Constitution is completely handwritten and designed. Sir Nandalal Bose, a pioneer of modern art, designed the border of every page of Constitution and wrought it with the art piece. Sri Prem Bihari Behari Naren Rajada, a master of calligraphic art, single handwritten handwrote the constitutions and allowed it took him 6 months to complete the task. At the charge, no money for this piece. Expert Translation Committee meeting held at the Council House. They will see that you will see the pictures on the razor. New Delhi on the 22nd of January 1950 under the chairmanship of Sri G.S. Gupta for the signing the Hindi translation of the Constitution of India. Especially the original manuscript of the Constitution was written on a parchment sheet, measuring 16 into 22 inch, having a lifespan of the 1,000 years. It weighs 3.75 kgs. So making the constitutions, especially founding father of our constitution and constitution of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru addressing the inaugural session of the Constitution Assembly on the 13th December 46. So in this case, the Constitution Assembly set up to draft the Constitution of India. The Constitution Assembly was set up in 1946 under the leadership of Dr. Rajendra Prasad to draft the Constitution. The CA took 3 years to complete the drafting, 1946 to 49. The CA means Constitution Assembly had 299 elected members from the Provincial Legislative Assembly. The Constitution Assembly had 13 committees, including a drafting committee. The Constitution was adopted in 1949 when 284 members signed it, making the completion of Constitution making process. This is another big thing. The founding father of Constitution, key figure in the Indian Constitution making process, deals with the Dr. Rajendra Prasad, that was the president of the Constitution Assembly, elected as the first president of independent India on 24th January 1950 at the last session of the Constitution's Assembly. Distinction of being the only president to have been re-elected for the second term, 1950 to 1962. Another big founding father of Constitution is the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was a key member of the Constitution Assembly. He was instrumental in the integration of over 500 princely states into Indian Union. Is the very big person. So be so proud that if we are recording, we are regarding and respecting his visions, missions, and their work in the form of Sardar Patel statue in the Gujarat. Then we should support uh, our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji for his remarkable visionary directives toward the creation of the big statue of the world. So, third important, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, referred to as the father of the constitution, Dr. Ambedkar played a leading role in the constitution framing process. He was the chairman of the assembly most crucial committee, that is a drafting committee. He was directly responsible for preparing the draft constitution for the independent India, appointed as the first law minister of independent India in 1947. So, essential feature of constitution deal with the preamble, fundamental rights, duty, and principle of the state policy, and federal structure, institution, executive, legislative, judiciary, constitutional body, UPSC, ESC, CAG, the state executive, legislative, judiciary, relation between union and state deals with the essential feature of constitution. So, in these cases, if we are going to we have to understand the fact and figure about the essential feature, the preambles. The preambles assure the dignity of every Indian citizen. A brief introductory statement setting out the guideline for the people of nations, especially if we are see that the people of India wearing the assemblies like that, constitutions of present principle of constitution. Preamble is a preface which highlight the entire constitution and embodies fundamental values, philosophy, and ethos on which constitution is based on the world. So it include fundamental rights, liberty of thoughts, expressions, belief, faith, worship, and fundamental duty related with the justice, social, economy, and political. Fundamental justice, social, economy, and political. The whole edifice of the constitution and structure of the political system protect and promote constitutional value embodied in the preambles. So, essential feature of fundamental duty and right principle with the definition of fundamental duty is that fundamental duty prescribe the fundamental moral and obligatory duty of the citizen to the nations. Focus on the key value of respect, pride, tolerance, peace, growth, and harmony. So, insert the parts 4A of the Constitution, need for the fundamental duty. Right and duty are complementary to each other. Whenever and wherever there are right, there is duty. One can't think of the right without duty. So, in the fundamental duty concern of the Indian citizens, means number one, abide by the Constitution, national flag, and anthem. This is the very big things. Uphold sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India, promote harmony and brotherhood, protect and improve natural environment, safeguard public property and abjure violence, provide opportunity for education, cherish the ideals of freedom struggles, define the country, render national services, preserve rich heritage of composite culture, develop scientific temper and humanism, or for the development of scientific temper, especially Asia Africa Development Council and Council for Sustainable Peace and Development, Innovation Society of India, and India Africa Knowledge Consortium, in relation with the International Association of Sports and ICT and various constitution body of the Council for Sustainable Peace and Development, is constantly working in development of scientific, technical, and humanities and stripes of taxation. So, basic fundamental duty of the every Indian citizen is that it must abide by the Constitution, national flag, and anthem, uphold sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India, promote harmony and brotherhood, protect and improve natural environment, safeguard public properties, and abjure violence, promote opportunity for education, cherish the ideal of freedoms, struggles, define the country, render national services, preserve rich heritage of composite culture, develop scientific tempers, humanism, and strive for the excellence. This is the basic terminology and basic fundamental duty of the every citizen of the India. So in the cases of, if we are talking about the fundamental rights, so fundamental rights are the traditional civil and political right is given in the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. Fundamental rights are the enriched in the part third of the Constitution, especially fundamental duty linked with the cultural and educational rights. Fundamental rights deals with the cultural and educational rights, right to freedom, right to equality, right to freedom of religions, right to constitutional remedy, and rights against exploitations. So this is the right of every citizen of India. Means cultural and educational rights we have, right to freedom we have, right to equality we have, right to freedom we have, of the right to freedom of religions, right to constitutional remedy, and rights against exploitation. So, as the citizen of India, these are the rights we have already. We have from the born and by in the with the constitutions. So, in the cases, these are the concept essential future fundamental duty and rights and principle. Directive principle is that directive principle of the state policy are the directive given to state for the discharging certain obligation to provide good governance and ensure public welfare. So directive deals with the state government given have a just given the directive by the constitution. Every state policy are the directive given to the state for the discharging certain obligation to provide good governance and ensure public welfare. Means state government has only responsibility to follow the directive of the constitution for only for the purpose of the good governance in the particular state, for the for only for the peoples, by the peoples uh, of the India and Indian states. This is also linked with the humanities and human values of the governments of India. So, as per the directive principles, essential feature in the fundamental duty and rights and principles related by directive principle regarding it's given and facilitate to the children to develop in a healthy manner and in condition of freedom and dignity. Ensure that the operation of the legal system promote justice on the basis of equal opportunity and provide free legal aid in case of economy or other disability. Secure participation of workers in the management of an industry, protect and improve the environment and safeguard forest and wildlife. So, essential future federal structure, if we are talking three organs of the constitution, three wings of the governance. So, three organs in constitution is the one is the executive, second is the legislative, and third is the judiciary. So, executive council, the president of India, vice president of India, and council of the minister deals with this executive council. Legislative Council, the President of India, Raj Sabha, the Council of the State, and Lok Sabha, the House of the Peoples. The Supreme Court and High Court and subordinate court is the parts of the judiciary. The three organs of the federal structure is the given. So Union Executive consists of President, Vice President, Council of Member. The complete executive power of the Union is vested in the President, including executive power directly through officers, power to appoint high functionality of the such state, such as judge of the Supreme Court and High Court. Military power is the supreme commander of the armed force, power to grant pardons, reprieve, etc. Diplomatic power, including appointment of the ambassadors, legislative powers, including power to summon both house, and emergency powers linked with the elected by the members of two house and legislative assembly of the state. Especially in the case of vice president, he is the chairman of the Raj Sabha, elected by member of the two house and legislative assembly of the state. And council of minister or cabinet aid and advise the president act on the cabinet advice headed by prime minister appointed by the president. Minister in the council are appointed by president on advice of prime minister. Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Prime Minister is the communication channel between Council of Ministers and President. So, in the cases of Presidents, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, summon both house. President are authorized to give the summons to both house to the meet, can suspend both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, but terminate only Lok Sabha. His approval is needed for the bill passed by both house to become a law. Address both house assigned together at the beginning of the session each year. Especially Lok Sabha, this was the called House of People or lower house, has 552 members directly elected by the citizen of 530 from the state and 20 from the union territory. Terms of this Lok Sabha is the 5 years headed by Speaker and Deputy Speaker, both elected, and 3 yearly session, budget session, February, May, monsoon session, July to September, and winter session, November to December. 3 yearly session is mandatory for the all Lok Sabha members. And next is the Raj Sabha, that is also known as the Council of the State or Upper House, representing 245 members of the State Legislative Assembly, headed by Chairman, Vice President, and Deputy Chairman elected. Terms of individual members is a 6 year. So both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha enjoy co-equal power and states in all spheres except financial matters is such as. So in the case of essential feature of this federal system, Indian constitution, the judiciary as the Supreme Court is the topmost position in Indian judicial hierarchy, apex of the national judicial system. Supreme interpreter of the constitution, guardian of the citizens' fundamental rights, ultimate court of appeal in the civil and criminal matters, headed by Chief Justice of India, appointed by President, Republic of India. Subordinate court, system of subordinate courts comes below the high courts. So India has a unified judicial system with the Supreme Court at the top. So High Court is the basis, Supreme Court, High Court, and subordinate court. High Court comes below the Supreme Court in Indian judicial hierarchy. Each state in India has a High Court. The Parliament, by the law, can establish a common High Court for the two or more states. 17 state high courts, 4 common high courts. There is 4 common high courts like the Guwahati High Court, common court of 7 northeast state, Calcutta High Court, common court of UT of the Andaman and Nicobar Island, Bombay High Court, common court for the Goa and UT of Daman, Diu and Dadar and Nagar Haveli, and Chandigarh High Court, common court for Punjab and Haryana. So essential feature constitution function is like the key CAG, ECI and UPSC. This constitutional institution with the autonomy and freedom. Constitution had mandated several constitutional mechanisms like the judiciary, vigilance body, and independent supreme audit institution SAI. So Comptroller and Auditor General of India, that is called the CAG. CAG and the Indian Audit and Account Department constitute SAI of the India, that is the Supreme Audit Institutions of India. Mandate as auditors to the nation by the Constitution. Instrument for the ensuring accountability. Audit revenue collection, aid grants, recipient, and expenditure of the government, centers, and state, appointed by President. Especially Election Commission of India. Election commissions superintend, direct, and controls all elections to the parliament, state legislature, to the office of the president and vice president. Union Public Service commission mandate by the constitution for the appointed to the service of the Union and all Indian states. Report directly to the president, advise government in matter relating to the appointment, transfer, promotions, and disciplinary matter of the officers. Assistance features the state. First is the executive state, state executive. Governance structure and the state is classes. Provision for the state follow the union patterns. However, some states enjoy special states have certain special provisions also. Like the central government, a state government also follows the parliamentary system. State executive governor plus the council of the members. Every state has the constitutional head that is also known as the executive and minister responsibility to the popular house of the legislature. State executive is headed by the governor appointed by the president. Allowed the governor is the constitutional head, the ministerial exercise of real executive power. Number of ministers in each state is limited to 15 of the total members of legislative assembly. So essential features, the state means state legislator. The state legislature consists of governor and legislative assembly. Some state may have the two house, legislative assembly Lok Sabha and legislative council Raj Sabha also. State legislative has exclusive jurisdiction to legislate on active state laws. So state means SLA, that is state legislative assembly, consists of maximum 500 elected members from the territory constitution, headed by speaker, deputy speaker elected by house, and the terms of state legislative assembly is of 5 years. State legislative council headed by chairman and deputy chairman also has a speaker and deputy speaker. Constitution of maximum one third member of the legislative assembly. So these are the essential feature of the state. So state judiciary also consists of high court and system of subordinate court linked with the Rajasthan High Court and especially High Court at Allahabad, High Court of the Karnataka, and High Court of Sikkim, Madras High Court, and like that. State judiciary consists of High Court and a system of subordinate court. High Court is the apex of the state judiciary system, play a very significant role in administration of justice, have wide jurisdictions. Several high court have a principal bench and other bench with a separate traditional jurisdictions. Chief Justice, administrative authority of the High Court. So state judiciary consists of high court and a system of subordinate court. Subordinate judiciary is a very important segment of judicial system as it is the closest to the people. Judiciary come in the closest contact with the people through subordinate judiciary. High court maintain the and uphold the honor and integrity of sovereign judiciary in the concerned state. System of subordinate court comprised of district court, fast track court, and family courts. Legislative powers regarding high court and subordinate court are distributed between center and the states. So relation between union and state, union laws, state laws, and concurrent laws. Administrative relation is the executive power of the state to ensure compliances with the parliamentary law. Union executive to give the direction to the states, or especially legislative relation is with the administrative relation. The Constitution of India distributes power of the state between the union and its constitution state. Seventh schedule of the Constitution embodies three lists: union, state, and concurrent. Article 246 lay down that the Union Parliament has exclusive jurisdiction to make law on items in the Union list, and the state legislature has the exclusive power to make law on items given the state law. The concurrent list, both Union and state legislature can legislate, and financial relation, Union to provide financial support to state through grant and sharing of the tax proceeds. So these are the constitutions of the government of India, and this constitution is widely uh, affected. So we have seen that the especially Constitution of India is very largest and very authenticate in the nature. We need to work out and we need to strengthen, we need to support, we need to maintain our dignity, respects, and for the better of human and humanities. So in the cases of, we have seen that the table of content related with the history of Republic in India, what's constitution, making our constitutions, who make it, essential feature of constitutions, and federal structure of constitution, essential feature of constitutions. So especially history of republic in NCCR, we must write Vasali world first republic, that is a 590 BC history of republic. So another is the very thing is that if we will see that the republic is state western India and like that cases, so you may see these are the Mahajanpad 600 BC. So in the case type of republican agency are democracy, that's a pure gun, Kshatriya autocracy, and mixed democracy. So we are very powerful in terms of Rajan, member of assembly in Ghana, adults province. We have seen the governance structure of a republic, especially decision making, right to rule, right to frame law, election and voting, power to governor, and especially about the constitution, in democratic constitution is like this: need for constitution consider supreme law of nation. We all are the bound with the nation's supreme law, so we must follow these directives, guidelines, and rules and regulation for the betterment of the fact. These are the fact. This is a very useful content for the forthcoming generations, our young bodies, and especially for the our generations, our students, and our forthcoming generation who must know the concept of the Indian Constitution, what is all about in in this mechanism. So interesting fact, we have seen that these are the very big persons who made the constitution uh, for ourselves, and the constitution assembly. The three basic persons. Essential feature of constitution is that we have the essential process. Basic and so, as per the fundamental duty concerned, we must abide by the Constitution, nation flag, and anthem, uphold sovereignty, union, and unity and integrity of India, promote harmony and brotherhood, protect and improve natural environment, safeguard public properties and avoid violence, provide opportunity for the education, cherish the ideas of the freedom struggle, define the country and render national services, preserve rich heritage of composite cultures, and develop scientific temper, humanities, humanism, and strive for the excellence. So, in the parts of the rights concerned, culture and educational rights, we have right to freedom, we have right to equality, we have right to freedom of religion, we have right to constitutional remedy, we have right against exploitation, we have. So in this case of we have the directory, essential directory principle are there. The facilities means give the opportunity facility to children to develop a healthy manners and condition of freedom of dignity, ensure the operation of legal system, promote justice on the basis of equal opportunity, and provide free legal aid in case of economy or other disabilities, secure participant or worker in management of industries, and protect and improve the environment and safeguard forests and leisure. These are the constitutional rights, and we have seen the federally structure. We have executive, legislative, and judiciary, and the rights of the union executives related with the president, vice president, council of ministers, and especially essential to the union legislative party consist of president, Rajya Sabha, and Lok Sabha, president, Lok Sabha, and Lok Sabha. These are speakers, and India has a unified judicial system also with the Supreme Court at the top. The roles and responsibilities and the work structures are there. So in the cases of we have also essential feature of constitutional function is CAG, UPSC. So essential feature of the states is there, and essential feature. So this is all about the Department of Justice presentations. I am just sharing this presentation because of for the way that this is a very essential element for the all nations, for the Republic of India, all the nations. This is a very important document for the our forthcoming and our children. We must know the principle, practice, and mechanism of the Constitution of India. In next parts, I will discuss about the whole structure of the constitution of our constitution as per the real constitutions of India in Hindi and English. So till date, namaskar and thank you for this, and hope you enjoy this marvelous sessions about the constitution of India. Especially, thank for the watching. This is Professor Ripuranjan Sinha again, Professor of Information and Communication Technology, global promoter global innovation, peace, prosperity, and sustainable development, Director General Council for Sustainable Peace and Development, and President of Innovation Society of India, in relation with the development consultant, Republic of South Sudan. So we are lots of things we are doing for the betterment of the global innovation, peace, and sustainable development. For information, more information about the Professor Ripuranjan Sinha, you may connect that the www.ripuranjansinha.in, or you may mail us that the office at the ripuranjansinha.in, or Dr. Sinha cs at the rate of gmail.com. Till date, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad. Thank you.